And a good evening to you from Joplin, Missouri, Ozark Christian College. It's time for day one of the 2018 ACCA Men's Basketball Tournament. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you for the fifth time in as many years to bring you this tournament. We will have 22 total games between the men and women starting tonight and ending Saturday with the women's final at 4 and the men's final at 6. We start with game number one on the men's side. It's the 8-9 matchup, the 8-seed Providence Pilots at 15-12, and the 9-seed Baptist Bible Patriots coming in at just 1-21 on the season. Let's meet the starting lineups. Let's start with Baptist Bible. The Patriots from right down the road, Springfield, Missouri is where they call home. Head coach Matt Kick starting number 1, Sterling Carter. Number 11, Stephen Williams. Number 23, Mark Fritzler. Number 33, Caleb Culp, and number 34, Seth Thompson. Starting today for Providence, the 8 seed at 15-12, as I mentioned, Tim Friesen, the head coach. Starting number 2, Chris Dick. Number 4, Cash Blanca. Number 16, Janelle Gibson. Number 11, Zach Freaks. And number 13, Justin Peretti. So that's the starters for both of these teams. Baptist Bible in the black and the Providence Pilots from Ottoburn, Manitoba, who have been on the road for the better part of the last 3 weeks back in this tournament for the third straight year, I believe. 4-1 against ACCA opponents this year are the Pilots. And last year they went 2-2 in this tournament, defeating Calvary and AFLBS and losing against Ozark and Champion. Baptist Bible, just one win on the season for them. They took down Manhattan Christian in February, earlier this month. So it's a building program. Matt Kick trying to get the program back up and running over there in Springfield. It'll be Freaks to tip it with Caleb Culp, I believe, number 33 for the Patriots, as soon as we're set to get underway. Just a slight delay over at the scorers table. This is game one of 2 that we'll have for you today. Coming up tonight, the host school Ozark on the men's side taking on AFLBS. So that matchup will come at you about 15 minutes or so after we're done with this one. So Providence and Baptist ready to get it started here as the scoring table issue is resolved, and the Pilots win the opening tip. Pilots heavy favorites in this one. Freaks kicks it out. Blanca deep 3. Front iron no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Parrots, and a three-pointer made by Chris Dick. Chris on the season, 10 points per ball game, 33% from downtown, as he connects on his first shot. Let's see what Baptist Bible can do here offensively. They are short-handed. Thompson missed it back rim. Rebound controlled by Gibson. We had some number changes that I didn't think was going to mess me up for Providence as Gibson goes coast to coast to make it 5-0. But it has so far messed me up. So I'm just going to take a second here, make sure I got everybody in the right spot. That long three-pointer is missed, so Patriots start 0 for 2 from downtown. Out on the run is number 17 for Providence, and that, I believe, was Gibson. So the correct score, 6-0 in favor of Providence as the Patriots get on the board. Stephen Williams, Patriots' primary ball handler, with the first points of the game for them. Gibson sees his shot go in and out. On the right side, it's Williams. Can't get that jumper, so 1 out of 2 start for Williams here in this one. Just underway, couple minutes in. As I mentioned, Providence heavy favorites as you see Blanca split the defense. Cash Blanca, 14.3 per ball game. 25 steals, around 2.5 assists per game. Top of the key, Seth Thompson thought about the 3 double team came, and we're going to get a foul underneath. Well, those of you who want to give us a chat, feel free to use the YouTube chat. Give me a shout. Let me know where you're watching from. Love to hear from you during today's game. So I think it's Gibson who's wearing number 16. I'm not sure he's wearing number 17 for Providence. And, folks, it's going to take until halftime before we can get this all straightened out. Again, they had some issues. A couple of the players got robbed. People broke into their cars and stole their uniforms, so that's why the numbers are a little bit off for Providence. Theft is not just an American thing, I guess. They had trouble up there in Canada, according to Coach Tim Friesen. Williams looks for a screen, takes on the defender. Good pass to Fritzler for 3, and he buries it. We have a loose shoelace that has held us up here. So just about 3 minutes in, Providence has led for the get-go here. Chris Dick mentioned 10 points, 4.5 rebounds, couple of steals per game. Cash Blanca to the cutter. It's Freaks. Can't get the jumper from the charity stripe. Tip rebound controlled by Stephen Williams for Baptist Bible. Winner of this game will play Arlington. That will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock p.m., all-time Central Time. And the loser goes right to the 9th place game, so they'll have tomorrow off, and then they'll play on Friday, and that would be at 9 a.m., the 9th place game. Shot clock winding down. Hoisting is Thompson. Can't get it to go, and the rebound controlled by the Pilots. On the left wing, it's Freaks driving in. Good defense there for the Patriots, and they say it's last touched by the Pilots. Okay, so 17 is Gibson. And now I'm not sure who's wearing number 16. So again, if there's any Pilots fans watching up there in the great country that is Canada who can help us out, feel free to let me know. If not, we'll double check it and let you know. I believe it's Peretti who would be wearing 16. And that's about as good as I can get it. Out on the run, Freaks can't get it to go. So the score remains 8-5 here in the early going. Sterling Carter, one of their better passers. Fritzler, correction, that's Culp with the move. Culp's one of those guys, and forgive me, Caleb, I don't want to make comparisons that you can't live up to, but it's the only name that's coming up in my head. He's an undersized guy, a Charles Barkley type, who can play big even though he's a little bit undersized. Inbound goes to Culp. Good IQ on Caleb Culp, according to his coach, Matt Kick. It's a rebuilding year, as I mentioned, for the Patriots. All freshmen and sophomores for them. Stephen Williams looking to make something happen. Shot clock winding down. It's at 2. Culp's got a hoist. It's an air ball, and that'll be a shot clock violation. So the ball goes back to Providence. They're in control here. First 5 minutes of this one, it's 8-5. Dick into the forecourt. Sophomore from Winnipeg. Peretti, nice reverse. And Providence doubling up the Patriots, 10-5. Peretti, 9.8 points per ball game. Plays up there in Canada, but he's from Louisiana. Driving in, quick step. First step by Stephen Williams. Short on the layup attempt, though. Lawson swung over Chris Dick. Dick left it a lane, floats it up, floats it in. The lead is 7 for Providence. Timeout for the Patriots. We will step aside. 14:22 left to go. Here in the first half, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the 2018 ACCA basketball tournament here at Ozark in Joplin, Missouri. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. 7-point lead for the Pilots of Providence. They're from Audubon, Manitoba, which is in the Winnipeg area. Rural part of Manitoba, the Providence. Nice hook shot, Seth Thompson. Baptist is holding its own here at the start. Again, Providence, the heavy favorites here today, but the Patriots competing, and that's something that Matt Kick mentioned as hanging in the air. That's Chris Dick with 2 more to his total. Providence by 7 again. He's got a lot of guys who are still learning at this level, and you go from maybe sitting out a couple of years after playing maybe sparingly in high school to college basketball at any level, and it's a learning process. Believe me, the speed of the game, even at the lower levels like this, it changes dramatically. There's a lot of holding the basketball and slowness in high school that you just don't have because of the shot clock in the college game. Sterling Carter, quick pass to Thompson. The shot clock is winding down. Thompson does not get it off in time. So turnover gives the ball back to Providence. Turnaround shot by newly inserted Jordan Lawson. Can't get it to go. Nice save there by Fritzler. One of those guys who's going to do the little things from Michigan. In the corner, it's Stephen Williams. The shot clock has been an issue for Baptist on nearly every possession. They're going to get Providence on a foul on the floor, and that will be, I believe, their 3rd. Peretti picking up his 2nd. It's the team's 3rd. 3-ball by Thompson is good, and the big guy cuts the deficit down to 4. Thompson is their top shooter at 6'2". He's got that wide body, which makes you think he might be a little more apt at playing down low, but he's got a good stroke to his 3-ball as well. Matt Kick says he also makes the smart decisions, so good to have those top IQs out there. Dick driving, kicks it out. This is Perpaul, who's come into the game. Missed it back iron. Kendall Perpaul, 6'1" junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Williams, top of the key. Colton Simmons has come into the game for the Patriots. He wears number 24. This is Simmons from the right wing. Can't get the mid-range to go. Rebound controlled by the Pilots. Driving is Justin Peretti. Short on it. Tried to tip it once. No, but the second time, it's good. Peretti averaging nearly a double-double per game. He's a double-double threat, I should say, nearly 10 points per game, shooting 37%. Left wing three by Thompson, around the rim, no. Peretti another rebound as he pushes it into the forecourt. Per Paul. Nice pass underneath, unselfish play for the Pilots, and Freaks able to benefit. 18-10. Stephen Williams, right wing Simmons. Cross court Culp fakes the three, drives into the lane, and he's fouled by the Providence. Providence is the top rebounding team in the ACCA, 45.5. They average over 14 offensive rebounds. We've seen a few of those second chance opportunities on display for the Pilots. They're second to Rima in rebounding margin at 10.3 per ball game. So tough, daunting task for the Patriots. You're not able to hit the glass. It's almost certainly a loss. Showing the ball was Thompson. The turnaround shot from the right block, no good. Chris Dick on the run. Can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line. Chris Dick, 66% free throw shooter. Williams picking up the foul. That's just the first on Baptist. 4 on the Pilots with 10:53 left to go here in this opening half. Dick misses it off the side. Providence mainly gets into trouble with turnovers, averaging about 20.5 per game. If they could take care of the basketball, we've seen a lot of unselfish play here today. 20.4 turnovers to just 14 assists during the regular season. That's not going to get it done when it comes to tournament time. Sterling Carter passes left side to Culp. Underneath it's Thompson, stripped, and will stay on this side of the court. 11 on the shot clock for the Patriots. So Carter to inbound it. Again, 11 to shoot. Here's Williams. Williams, step back jumper, buries it from 19 out. 19-12, Pilots with the 7-point advantage. Dick, top of the key. Here's Peretti for three. No. Peretti, not normally a three-point shooter, just 1 out of 5 during the season. Williams up top, dribbles to the right, steps inside the arc, and short on the jumper. Per Paul throws full court. Peretti underneath the hoop. Nice fake, and bucket goes in and out and right back in. 21-12 now. Providence with the lead. Into the forecourt, Williams now for the Patriots. Baptist Bible, the 9 seed. Providence, the 8 seed. The winner plays tomorrow against Arlington. That'll be at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. The loser is off until the 9th place game, which will be against the loser of our second game tonight. Williams unable to get it from point blank. Dick left all alone. The rainbow shot is good, and Providence starting to open things up here a little bit. 24-12 now as the Pilots once again doubling up the Patriots here. Simmons in the corner, it's Culp. The bounce pass to Williams. On the right, Sterling Carter from way downtown. Yes! Sterling Carter cuts it to single digits. 24-15. Driving per Paul, the floater in the lane, can't get it. Rebound controlled by Carter, and here comes the Patriots. Halftime, we'll take our usual break, so we'll go away. Get dinner ready as Stephen Williams blows by the defense. 5 straight for Baptist. Peretti driving, the reverse, no. Good defense by Culp, who pulls down the rebound. Caleb Culp Now Williams rises at the free throw stripe. It's good. 7-0 run for Baptist. And Providence will call for time. 8:02 left to go here in this opening half. The Patriots on a run. We'll be back. Well, there's a look at Baptist Bible's season. As I mentioned, just 1-21. Their lone win came against Manhattan Christian. It was 81-75 about 18 days ago on February the 10th. All freshmen and sophomores for head coach Matt Kick, who I'm sure is understanding and patient. He has to be, to build a program. That was their first win, by the way, in 2 years. Out of the timeout, Jordan Lawson connecting from 3. That ends a 7-0 run for the Patriots. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you here in Joplin. Heard from Ryan on the YouTube chat. I believe 16 is wearing Urza Winter. I don't think he's here today. So, sorry, Ryan, but I think you're incorrect. At least that's what the coaches told us. He was not here. Turnover by the Pilots. Here's Williams. 27-21, the correct score on your screen, as the Patriots making a run after falling behind 12. So it was 24-12 since then. 9-3 in favor of the Patriots. Baptist Bible. Williams into the forecourt. Sterling Carter back on the bench as Colton Simmons has come back into the game. Just one sub for Matt Kick's team. Catch and shoot from Williams. Missed it short. Rebound controlled by Lawson. Lawson averages nearly 7 rebounds a game. Strong move to the bucket, but he's fouled on the floor, they say. That will be team foul number 2 on the Patriots.
Foul number 23,
Fritzler picking up the foul. That's his first. And as I mentioned, team second. Jordan Lawson, 36% from downtown. Kicks it over to Pratu, who can't get the 3 to go. He hasn't made one yet this season. He's appearing in just his 10th game of the year. On the right side, Williams uses the baseline. Almost threw it away. Good deflection, but it's out to Culp for 3. Correction, that was Fritzler for 3. Can't get it to go. Palmerath has come into the game. Turns on the Jets. Goes behind the back to Pronto. His 3 goes in and out. Back and forth we go. Catch and shoot. Thompson can't get the 3. Another rebound by Lawson. Lawson scoops it over to Freaks, who lays it up and in. Providence back up by 8. They've led by as many as 12 here in this one. Stephen Williams. Patriots methodical after an opponent's makes. Williams turns on the Jets. Good ball movement. Culp was open, instead drives and draws the foul. So Braxton Palmerath picking up his first. As he comes into the game, he's out there with Glenn Pratu, Jordan Lawson, Kendall Purpall, and I think that's everybody. Also Zach Freaks. That's the 5 on the floor right now for Providence. First free throw up and in for Culp. Sterling Carter back in as Stephen Williams gets a breather. 5:24 mark here in this first half. That was team foul number 5 on the Pilots. Ooh, little fake out on the free throw, and that's going to be a lane violation as Culp saw the Pilots step into the lane. So Culp will get an extra free throw here. No, they called a violation on Culp. It was on the shooting motion. You can't, I didn't think you could, and you can't do that to try to earn yourself an extra opportunity at the free throw stripe. So the little hesitation is illegal, and the Pilots get it back, leading by 7. They've led since the start. Palmerath, top of the key, it's Purpall. And away from the ball, we're going to have team foul number 3 on Baptist. Thompson picks up his first. Extra pass, Palmerath, what a pass. Pronto can't get the bunny, though. And inside 5 minutes to go here in this opening half, here comes the Patriots looking to cut into this deficit. Patriots have been down as many as 12 at a 7-0 run to kick it to 5. Right now it's 7 as Carter misses it off the back of the rim. Purpall, left side, Pronto. Underneath Palmerath. He's not looking to shoot it from there, so he dishes it out to Lawson. And looks like we're going to get maybe a 3-second violation on Providence as Palmerath was stuck underneath. He goes out. Casablanca coming back into the game. .427 left to go. Game number 1 of 22 between the men's and women's tournaments. Women's tournament will start tomorrow. Providence Pilots ladies will compete. That will be tomorrow evening against the host school Ozark at 6 p.m. Central Time. Pilots and Ambassadors meeting for the second straight year in the opening round here in the ACCA. Fritzler catches the inbound. Simmons top of the key. Simmons guarded by Pronto and the man-to-man. 8 to shoot. A lot of one-on-one for Simmons. Swings it out. Open look for Carter. That's an air ball. Casablanca the rebound. Brings it into the forecourt. Pushing. Pass almost deflected and taken away. Diving for it per Paul to Blanca. Now Freaks. Can't get the mid-range shot. Offensive rebound by Lawson, who cleans up. That's what Providence does well. Shooting 42% as a team, but one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the ACCA. In fact, the top offensive rebounding team. Here's Caleb Culp, cut off in the lane, out to Carter. Swings it left to Thompson. Thompson had it deflected. Should have been a kickball, I think. Culp is going to be fouled with the shot clock down at 7. 3:15 left to play. That's team foul number 7 now on the Patriots. Caleb Culp back at the line. One of 4 recruits from Michigan for Matt Kick's team. Front end of the 1-and-1 goes in and out, and they say play on. Awkward scenario there as the whistle didn't, or the horn blew, but the free throw was missed. It was a front end of the 1-and-1, so you play on from there. They're going to reset everything and bring in Steve Williams for the Patriots. Peretti comes back in for Providence. Blanca with the bounce pass. Peretti left of the lane. Cross court. Pronto for 3. The rainbow shot is good. Providence matching its biggest lead of the day at 12, 34-22. Stephen Williams into the forecourt for the Patriots. Sterling Carter. Back over to Williams. Bounce pass deflected. Caleb Culp able to come up with it. Good ball movement. Now over to Thompson. Takes the three, drives in. Can't get it to go. Followed his shot and then threw it in the backcourt. So the ball will go back to Providence with 2:30 left to play here in the first half. Matt Riley coming into the game for the first time for the Patriots. Casablanca to inbound underneath his hoop. Pronto. Over to Blanca for three. Bricks it. Lawson the rebound. Lawson doubled up. Zone defense for the Patriots here so far tonight. Pronto over to Blanca with the hand in his face. Shot goes in and out. Rebound controlled by Simmons. Into the front court, it's Williams. Williams turns on the Jets and banks it off the glass. The lead is 10 for the Pilots. 34-24, inside 2 to play here in this first half. Lawson on the block, turn around, face up, yes. Jordan Lawson, 16 points per ball game from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Might have some family here at some point to check him out. One of a couple of players with Kendall Perpaul from Oklahoma. That was Williams for 2. Quickly in the forecourt, Lawson, yes. Lawson playing with a lot of confidence right now offensively, believing he can get it anytime he wants. He's played well on the season, 45% shooter, 41%, excuse me. I mentioned 16 a ball game. Perpaul leads them in scoring at 18.6. But Lawson is right behind him, so either one of those guys can heat it up any time. Peretti picking up his second. That's 18 fouls. So a 1-and-1 for Stephen Williams. It's very hot in the gym. It's been warm here in Joplin the last couple of days, so it's really, really hot in the gym because the heat's still on. Been told it's either heat or air conditioning. And with colder temperatures on the way the rest of the tournament, I don't want to mess it up, but you can see a lot of the players are red. It's very warm out there. Caleb Seda coming into the game for Providence from Saskatchewan. And coming back in for the Pilots is Glenn Pronto. 1:05 left to go. Providence, 12 points is their biggest lead. They have it here and 2 other times here today. Top of the key three is missed. Put back, second effort opportunity, no good by Perpaul. Into the forecourt now, it's Williams. Williams throws it up, can't get it to go. Perpaul looking to push the scoop pass to Lawson, yes. Providence, their biggest lead. So it'll be about a 4-second difference between the game and shot clock. So Patriots will run some clock here. Williams, guarded by Perpaul, goes around him. In the corner, it's Riley out to Simmons for 3. Too strong on the shot. Providence can hold for the final shot of the half. Nice Perpaul with the save, and then getting there was Doyen. At the buzzer, laying it up and in transition, Stephen Williams. Providence takes a 40-28 lead into the locker room as we will step aside for the half. We'll be back in, I believe, 15 minutes with the second half. Don't go too far. You're watching the ACCA basketball tournament here from Joplin, Missouri. We'll be back. Start of the second half, Providence by 12 over Baptist. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. It's the 8-9 matchup as we kick off the Madness. March Madness in February. Why not? That's all semantics anyways. Shooting in the first half, Providence 44%, Baptist Bible 34%. Points in the paint plus 12 to Providence. Bench points plus 12 to Providence. So those are the two big reasons why the Pilots have this 40-28 advantage. Leading scorers in the first half, Stephen Williams for Baptist Bible, leading all scorers with 14 points on 7 of 16 shooting. Meanwhile, for Providence, two players in double figures, Jordan Lawson with 11 and 6 rebounds. Lawson 5 of 6 shooting. How about that reverse from Cash Blanca to start the party here in the second half. Chris Dick with 10 points on 4 of 5 shooting for Providence. Providence rebounding plus 12, 30-18. 8 offensive rebounds for the Pilots. They averaged 13 a game on the season. Pilots Feeks into the forecourt. Thank you, by the way. I apologize to Terrell and everybody who might be watching. He's calling them freaks. Nothing wrong with him. He's not a freak. He's a Feeks. F-E-A-K-S-E-S. Sorry. Apologies for that. Thank you for the correction on the YouTube chat. If I say something else stupid, feel free to point it out on the YouTube chat. We got that up and going all tournament long. Love to hear from you. Appreciate you watching wherever you're watching from. We got Sue who's watching in Texas. Nice jumper there by Williams. Stephen Williams stays hot. He's got 16 now. 44-30, the correct score on your screen with 8:19 left to go in the ball game, and that's a two-pointer. Justin Purett with good numbers so far as well. I believe he's close to double figures. Well, he is in double figures now. He's got 10 points, 7 rebounds, so on his way to a double-double here this evening. 3 off the back of the rim for Thompson. Into the forecourt, it's Peretti. Blanca from deep. Around the world, no. Tip for the rebound. Feeks tried to come up with him. Could not do it. Mentioned Tim Friesen, the head coach of Providence. Talked to him. We had a couple hours to kill in between the three-point competition and slam dunk event. So we were talking, and the Pilots have been on the road for the better part of 3 weeks now. They had their NIAC conference tournaments up there in, I want to say that's in North Dakota, I believe. Feeks is at the line on the first team foul of this second half. Providence, their biggest lead. Feeks looks to add to it. You will find out if your team likes one another if you spend the better part of 3 weeks on the road. So they did their conference tournament, went back to campus for a couple of days, then went to the NCAA regionals, came here. I've been around teams that don't like each other, and those road trips are brutal if you do not get along. It's just dead silence. It's awkward dead silence for 500 miles. It's not a lot of fun. Carter Sterling is fouled on the way to the bucket. So both teams with a team foul. Feeks picks up his third in the early stages of this second half. Zach will come out. Paul will come in. They like having his firepower coming off the bench. Provides a jolt to the second unit. Part of the reason why the Pilots dominating the bench scoring by 12. That mid-range shot by Williams is short. Offensive rebound. Back to Williams, who gets it in the lane. Rare second chance opportunity for the Patriots. Got to take advantage of those. They're going to be few and far between. Splitting the defense. Justin Peretti, 50-32. Pilots in control here in this second half. Driving left in the lane was Williams. Corner three, Thompson got it to go. I like Thompson. I like those big guys who could shoot those long jumpers. It's the way the game is heading anyways over the last, really since about 2003? Is that when Mike D'Antoni took over in Phoenix and The whole game changed for the better, by the way. Looks like Zach Feeks' aunt is watching in Iowa. Glad to have those folks as well. We're going to have people from everywhere watching. Love to hear from you. Thanks for joining us. Carter has it top of the key for the Patriots. Oh, nice move. Ran into a wall, though, as Blanca took the charge. No call, though, just a deflection out of bounds. Coming up later today, it's the host Ozark taking on AFLBS. That will come up at 7:15 Central Time. Catch and shoot Thompson, long on that 3. Rebound 2 per Paul. The home run ball to Blanca. Blanca, trouble in the lane. Nice dish. Quick shot per Paul. Can't get it. The putback is good from Peretti. That was Gibson. Excuse me. Gibson, his first bucket of the game. Janelle Gibson, scoreless in the first half. Here's a steal. Chris Dick lays it up and in, and he has 12. Providence on a roll, 54-35, 15:29 left to go here in this opening half. We'll be back here shortly. Well, there's the pilot season as they wrap the regular season at 15-12. I mentioned it in the first half, the top offensive rebounding team, the top rebounding team overall as well. But they're last in the ACCA, allowing a lot of points and last in turnovers. So Kendall Perpaul, who we've seen light it up here today, playing well. He's their leading scorer. Those 3 offensive weapons, Dick, Lawson, and Perpaul, in control as Providence leads by 19. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. 15 left to go in the ball game. Thompson can't get the layup to go. Blanca full court pass, and it's deflected by Williams. Mrs. Palmerath is out there. Braxton's wife, watching from Steinbach. I hope I got that right. Manitoba. I've done a lot of Providence Pilots games, various competitions. Audience is always great. Carter, coast to coast, off the turnover. Sterling Carter adding 2 more to his total. He's got 5. The lead is 17 for Providence. That'll be another steal. Good defense that time by Simmons. Into the forecourt, Williams. Williams gets a screen, goes around the defense, can't get the layup. We've seen a lot of point-blank misses for the Patriots here today. By the way, the last event that I did, Providence, their women's soccer team was in the NCCAA championship. I did that. Their men's soccer team got hosed in that tournament. All those coaches who might be watching know exactly what I'm talking about. That inbound hit the back of Palmerath. Palmerath will go coast to coast and lay it up for the easy 2. Lead back to 19, matching the biggest of the game for Providence. Baptist has not led. Rising and missing is Williams, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line. Palmerath picking up his 3rd. Providence with 3. Baptist just won so far, about 5.5 in here in this second half. Providence, the 8 seed. Last year went 2-2 in this tournament. 1 out of 2 at the line for Williams. Blanca cut off in the lane. Here's Palmerath. Spinning, cut off on the baseline. Skies it for Paul. Extra pass Blanca. Defender falls down. Gibson can't get the turnaround. Good job by the officials not buying the flop. The officiating is usually really good in this tournament. Nice pass, and Simmons with the score there for the Patriots. I did some college basketball in North Carolina this year. North Carolina has the best basketball at all levels. Well, not the NBA, but most levels in this country. Bar none. No debate about it. They have the worst officiating at all levels, including the NBA, as Paul gets one to go in the lane. So it's usually a little jarring to come to this tournament and not see a million free throws because they actually let them play a little bit. Off the miss, Paul throws it ahead. Lawson got mugged. That is a foul. So Lawson goes to the line. Second team foul on Baptist. And Patriots, it was Caleb Culp. I mean, they call everything in that state. I'm from South Carolina. I haven't done many games there, but I've done quite a bit of work in North Carolina, and it's painful at times to walk. Alex Doyen coming into the game, just his third game of the season. Limited opportunities for him, but he's here in this national tournament. 1 out of 2 at the line for Lawson. Correction. No, I had it right. 1 out of 2, so 59-40. Providence by 19. Williams. Thompson in the corner. Extra pass to Culp. Fakes the 3. Gets it out. Carter for 3. Around the world, no. Tip for the rebound. Coming up with it is Lawson, but he stepped out of bounds. .12:47 left to go in the game. Quick trigger 3, missing it long from the baseline was Simmons. Here come the Pilots. Cash Blanca. 2 players in the same area. Bad spacing there for Providence. Coming up with it is Lawson, and then an offensive foul called. Gibson called for an illegal screen away from the ball. The winner of this game plays Arlington. That will be tomorrow in the quarterfinals at 2 p.m. Carter for 3, yes. One thing that I have loved that the Patriots have done here today, you know, they're probably not going to win much, if at all, in this tournament. How about that from Gibson? In control, patient offense. But what I've liked so far from the Patriots is they really know how to penetrate, draw defenders, and there's a lot of movement offensively. Players are active, they're talking. This is a nice one-on-one, laying it up and in for Williams. So Williams with 2 more to his total. Doyen. Now Lawson. Lawson the fadeaway over 2 defenders, missed it short. Doyen hips it up and in. Doyen, who had just 10 points in his previous 2 games, getting on the board here in the national tournament. Williams, Carter, good ball movement again, finding that open man, Simmons, and again, the Patriots connect. Yeah, you can see the pride, you know, and Oh, how about that? Cash Blanca. He'll go to the line for an opportunity for an old school three-point play. What I was going to say, though, Providence keeping the tempo up. You could see the progress. Now, I didn't see Baptist at any point this season, but at 1-21, I can kind of take a guess at how things went most nights. And, there's a fluidity there, and it's all about building up the culture for Matt Kick, getting these guys up to speed. You see that speed for Providence has helped them out to the 17-point advantage, so that's something that they need to learn, but there's a system in place. Hashtag the process in Springfield, Missouri, as in Philadelphia, PA, as Williams with the hand in his face gets it to go. Inside 11 minutes to go. Paul's just attacking. They're just coming at him. Gibson the putback, yes. And that's what Providence is doing on every make or miss. They are pushing. Williams, Carter in the corner. Carter scoops it up off the back of iron. Gibson the rebound. Taken back by Carter. Williams steps left. Yes. Stephen Williams cuts the deficit down to 15 as we near the midway point of this second half. Cash Blanca scoops it over the defense. Oh, I love that. Cash Blanca, he's my height, 5'5". I love to see the little guys do well, especially against those trees. Cutting and scoring, Simmons. 69-54. Providence comfortably in control. Gibson. And he's going to be called for your travel. Mark Fritzler coming back in for the Patriots, and Peretti will return. Justin Peretti for Providence. Into the forecourt, it's Williams. Mentioned Peretti's from Louisiana. Open look for Fritzler off the mark. Peretti throws full court, and that pass off the mark. Boy, Paul almost saved it. I thought he was going to land. He did throw it away, but A for effort. Stepping into a three, it's Carter. That hit the backboard, or excuse me, the shot clock, so that means it's out of bounds. Caleb Seda coming back in. So Seda out there. Here's Blanca. Good second half for Cash. Top of the key, the three ball. Pronto can't get it to go. So Glenn Pronto back out there as well. It's a good job by Tim Friesen, up comfortably against the team that's 1-21. Might have to play tomorrow afternoon. He's going deep into his bench here today, and why not? Cash Blanca out of control on that one. Carter on the near side, steps into one. That might have been a two. Rebound controlled by Seda. And he got fouled. That will be team foul number 4 on Baptist. Timeout by the Patriots. We'll step aside again, take one more look at the All-Americans in the ACCA. We have the YouTube chat going. I mentioned that. I forgot to mention, you might have seen it a few times. You can use the hashtag ACCA Sports. Hashtag ACCA Sports if you're on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And social media is not quite what it used to be when we did this tournament the first probably 3 or 4 3 years, let's say, the Twitter interaction was a lot higher. I think people are sick of social media. I wonder why. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Day one of the 2018 tournament. Peretti, step back baseline jumper, no good. Rebound tip to Fritzler. But if you can't chat with us on the YouTube chat, you want to give me a shout during the game, use the hashtag ACCA Sports. Mainly on Twitter is what I check, but I check them all at least once a day. I'm on Twitter during the games, though. Thompson from the post out to Simmons, who can't get the three to go. Rebound to Paul. Chris Dick driving in, blocked and taken away. The block by Culp. Out on the run, Williams. And he'll go to the line. Stephen Williams from Jacksonville, Florida. No local players. Well, they have one, Cody Terrell, but he's injured. He's from Springfield. Nobody else from Missouri. Everybody else from out of state for Baptist Bible. Matt Kick telling me we were emailing a bit on our way to the tournament. The teams worked hard, trying to adjust to the college game and becoming more competitive. Paul picking up his second. That's Providence's sixth. So Patriots will be in the bonus over the final 7:24. Meanwhile, just 14 fouls for Baptist. There's a discussion at the scorer's table. We have been in the past set up down there. Wanted to give you guys a better angle at the game, so we moved upstairs, but I do miss having those, being able to hear those conversations over there. So I think they were just double checking to make sure they had the correct team fouls. But that's all guessing on my part. Thompson over two defenders, gets it to go. So it's a 12-point game. This one not over yet. Nice move. Pronto and the pass by Peretti. Capital A on that assist. Lead back to 14. Providence has led by as many as 19 in this one. On the left side, Fritzler. Simmons. Thompson swings it over to Culp. 5 on the shot clock. Cross-court, Fritzler has to hoist, tried to bank it, couldn't do it. And Peretti comes up with the rebound. Peretti pushing it. Pronto tried to save it, but he stepped out of bounds. Jordan Lawson coming back in. Hi to Lindsay Dewick, who's watching, checking in on the YouTube chat. That name sounds familiar. She might be an athlete herself. Throw ahead, nobody back on defense. Dick from Lawson for 2. Into the forecourt, it's Williams. Williams between the circles. Right side, Culp. Inside 6 minutes to play in the game. Thompson, man, he is something. Thompson's got to be close to 20, if not over that. Peretti on the left, driving into the lane, puts it up, no. Rebound batted out. Lawson comes up with it, open look, the rainbow shot in and out. Rebound to Simmons. Simmons pushing. Simmons coast to coast, gets it to go. 12-point game again. 5:17's enough time. Providence got to stay focused. That was Peretti stepping into that jumpy. So Peretti with a jumper. Williams up top, guarded by Dick. Throws left side, Fritzler. Back to Williams. Providence has been in a man. Patriots' zone for the most part. Turnaround hook by Simmons is good. Lead back to 12. 75-63. Lawson was fouled. That'll be team foul number 5.
The Patriots number 1, Sterling Carter.
Sterling Carter coming into the game. Seda with the inbound. Lawson. Dick now. Seda. Bounce passes it. Pronto top of the key. Providence. Chris Dick drives around the defense and scores. Too easy. Sterling Carter let him go right around him. Williams swings it out. Culp for 3. Missed it. Williams the offensive rebound. Hangs in the air. Can't get the jumper though. Seda throws it off the glass and in. Inside 4 minutes to go. Providence back up by 16. 79-63. Underneath, the flip shot by Simmons is good. Lawson into the front court, hands it off. Chris Dick swings it. Seda drives on the baseline, no, tipped up and in by Chris Dick. 81-65. So Providence on their way to an opening round victory and an afternoon game against Arlington tomorrow at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, Baptist, if they're unable to come back, Chris Dick with the steal, and he'll glide in for the easy 2. They would go to the 9th place game, which will be at 9 a.m. on Friday. Offensive foul is the call. Stephen Williams out of control. Purpall coming back in for Providence. And we're going to get another sub for Baptist. It's Mark Fritzler. Lindsay Dueck from the women's soccer team who was checking in. I knew that name sounded familiar. I saw you all competing in Greenville. Baseline shot missed long by Seda. Here comes Carter and the offense for Baptist. Fritzler gets it over to Thompson. Thompson short on that 3. Peretti swings it looking on the near side for Purpall, but it's off the mark. Alex Doyen coming into the game. .2:16 left to go. It's mop-up time for Providence. They're going to win their 16th of the year. Nice moves, and the layup is good from Colton Simmons. All freshmen and sophomores for the Patriots, as I mentioned in the first half. On the left, it's Lawson being dared to shoot it. He does and makes him pay. Got to get a hand up. So Providence 137 away from advancing to the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals tomorrow at 2 and 4. The semifinals at 5:45 and 9:15. Those are evening times. On Friday, the championship is Saturday at 6. It says 6:15 on the schedules, but I would venture to guess that it will be 6. Colton Simmons at the line. Can't get the front end of the 1-and-1 on the 7th team foul. Both teams are in the bonus over the final 90 seconds. Top of the key, open look. Unable to get it to go for Providence. That was Doyen. Got the offensive rebound, though, did the Pilots, and then it's thrown away. Simmons throws full court. Palmerath was there, deflecting it, and Paul credited with the steal. Driving is Pronto, and he's fouled.
Foul number 33, Caleb Culp. At the line for the Pilots, number 12, Glenn Pronto.
Culp called for the foul. Both teams with 7. I believe this will be a 2-shot foul for Pronto. So one more. These are Pronto's first free throws of the season. I mentioned just 9 games during the regular season. 1 out of 2. And this is the biggest lead of the day. 87-67 for Providence. Sterling Carter driving in, dishing it out. Fritzler for 3. In and out. Rebound to the Pilots. Nice bounce pass there by Seda. Laying it up and in. Doyen. Sterling Carter steps into a 3. Can't get it to go. And the Pilots will run some clock here as they will advance. Providence, one of those complete games, dominating all statistical categories and taking control. Baptist made a few runs in this one, but the Pilots will lead wire to wire when it's all said and done. Seda can't get the jumper to go. And that should just about do it. 89-67 here in the first game of the 2018 ACCA National Championship. So Arlington and Providence tomorrow at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, Baptist goes to the 9th place game. That'll be Friday at 9 a.m. Folks, we got to wrap it up. We'll get ready for our next game, Ozark and AFLBS, also on the men's side. That's coming at you at 7:15. For everybody here at Ozark in Joplin, Missouri, my name is Chris Sheeman. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again in a little less than 30 minutes.